This is going to be an interactive video, okay? You're going to be required to answer some questions as we go along here, but they're important questions. They're questions that need to be asked and answered, so let's get into this.
Which bite comes next in these images? First up, pizza. Pizza's the obvious one. This one has to be number two. It's not number two. It's number two. There's no way in the world it's number two. It has to be number three. It's the extended part of the pizza. You have to take a bite. It has to be number three. You're right. It's number three. The only other option I could see is number one, but that's crazy, people. Number one, you're not taking a bite of the crust until you're done with the pizza. Who knows? Portnoy does. I hate him. Next one.
I will concede that Dave Portnoy is an asshole. Fucking can't stand that guy. But the correct answer to that is number one. You do want to take a bit of the crust before the end of the pizza, and then you want to actually go behind 2 and 3 to get more of that crust so that you're left with just pizza. Now, this is the Chicagoland guy in me coming out, because we cut our pizzas into squares so that you start with the little triangles. You have a couple of edge pieces that have a little crust on it, but you finish in the middle with those delightful little inner pieces where there's no crust at all, because the crust is just empty filler. So the correct answer on pizza there is number one. We're moving on to the next one.
I hate it. Next one, you got a cheeseburger. Now this one, you're going to call me crazy. I know you are. I'm going to take number two. No. Yes. No, you're not. I think I'm taking number two. Go for the middle. You're not actually doing that. I am actually doing it. I'm not kidding. That's actually crazy. That's not crazy. That's yes, it is. No, because then you'll have a smiley face, and then you take three and one. That's so weird. When all of the burgers even, you have to go. That's probably why you're balding. That's not why I'm balding. Yes, it is. That is just rude. No, that's a fact. No, now you're just being mean. No, now I'm being truthful. I think you have to take number two. It's the middle of the sandwich, and you're gonna take that bite, and you're gonna enjoy it. No one's gonna agree with that. Okay, that's fine. Literally no one. That's fine. That's okay. Next one.
No, I'm not going to agree with number two. That's insane. I don't want a smiley face of a burger. You either go 1 or 3. You go on either end, and then you kind of figure out your next configuration after that. Nobody takes that burger and goes right into number 2 and get the schmadutz of whatever toppings you got on either cheek. That you don't do. Nobody does that. Nobody. Who the fuck? I want to know who the fuck is taking number 2 there, because you should be on at least 9 watch lists. Now we're going to dive into the important one, the taco.
That's fine. That's okay. Next one, taco. I mean, you can't go 3. I'm going up top. I'm going number 2. I feel like you have to go 2, because if you go 1, it might cause some spillage. You're going to get an avalanche. I would almost combine 2 and 1. Oh, just stop. Okay. No, I would eat 2 and then take a bite of 1. So you're going double bite? I would go double bite.
The double bite is the correct answer in that. You got a hard shell taco, and that's where you're at. You got to take the top first. You can't take the bottom first, because, as was mentioned in the video correctly, you're going to have some spillage. You're going to have an avalanche of taco toppings. You don't want that. You're not turning around and going number 3. You're not starting from the other end. You do that, and listen, if you see that taco and your first instinct is to then turn it, you start here and then you turn it around and go the other way, you should be captured and studied. Because that's wrong on so many levels, I couldn't even fucking name them for you. You got to go at the top, double bite it on the bottom, and you kind of even out your taco-ness. That's on a crunchy taco. On a soft shell taco, I do tend to like to fold the top over and kind of create a little bit of a roll going on there with my soft shell taco. And then I'll come at it this way, and I might even turn around and go the ass end on that thing in that instance, but not with a crunchy taco. If you're going white people taco night, there's a correct way of doing things, and there's a wrong way of doing things. Number 2 is the correct choice.